All good.
I'm a total rebel. I rebel against everything.
The launch team wishes you good luck and Godspeed.
Do you feel alright?
We're approaching the 60-second mark.
That's stupid punk rock. I just think of it as rock and roll because that's what it is.
Okay, attention! Attention!
It's the third time. Attention.
Wait a minute. Attention. Shut up.
Punk rock night, PRN every Saturday night at the Melody Inn. I'm here to see in the family. So much love, talent, and diversity. Come on, come on, it's time to rage. We got a killer show, we're gonna blow up the stage. Have a PBR, whatever you want. Have a pub out back, all nonchalant. Great friend of the founder, we love you, man. Shout out to Rich, introducing the band. PRN every Saturday night at the Melody Inn. To all the fans and all the bands. All the love and all the beer cans. Can't think of a better place. For the love of music, gotta melt your brain. Cheese or spike, just do your thing. Shout it out or play it sing. Indianapolis, we love you. No place like home for what we do at Punk Rock Night. PRN every Saturday night at the Melody Inn. Go!
Amazing. Look, let me take that down. Amazing. We're back on Facebook. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Supportive.
I knew we could do it.
Thank God.
You can do it.
everything.
I'm so terrific.
Every week.
I even have my own 1-800 number. 1-800-UNBELIEVABLE.
Welcome to PRN Live. I'm Greg. This is Craig, and right over there is Rich. So we are
Hello.
to tell you about this week's show coming up and talk about last week's show and a little bump in the road along the way. So
Yes.
Yeah.
all that. But well, I don't know. Let's first off, why don't we just address
Recap
the
last week's?
room? Well, let's go ahead and talk.
Go ahead.
Crank. As you know, well, as you may or may not know, we had Hexum booked this weekend, and Crank here, Crank Crystal, one of the leads of Hexum, died last week, and so they will not be performing. It's a shame, and wanted to kind of start off the show. I mean, we don't know any details behind the whole thing. All we know that is he passed away. So we're going to play their video, which is an actual video. I mean, it's like
we've been hyping up the show with this video for a while. So
it's a real video. So we're going to play that here in just a little bit. So I just figured wanted to send we wanted to send our just
good vibes to all the Hexum's friends and family.
Godspeed.
We're so looking forward to having them in. When you see this video, it'll be like, if you haven't seen them before, it's like, dang, they would have been just killer at PRN. And it was the first time we're having them in. A lot of people digging them, but sadly we won't be getting them in.
Yeah, I mean, it's just terrible thing, and so
we had a lot of changes on this week's show, but
yeah.
Did you want to play the Hexum video, or do you want to recap last week's show?
Let's go ahead and recap that, and then we'll start off the videos with Hexum and go on
I can dig
what
it.
we're doing.
So last week, sold out show is the Queers. Camel Tofu and the Putts. Great night. It was the first time we had Camel Tofu in. We had them booked during the shutdown. Got them rebooked on the state. Actually, before the Queers are booked, it's like, hey, you guys mind playing with the Queers? Like, yeah, we're big fans. They're a lot of fun. They're kind of like street punk with like some stoner metal breakdowns in the songs. It's pretty unique, fun. Great guys. Just love their set.
Definitely a Midwest band.
Yeah. A lot of Midwestern references and that whole vibe too.
Right.
Putts, of course, are awesome. The regular guitar player, Patrick, wasn't with them instead. We had Chad from Covert Flops and Sick the Ripper. He sat in a guitar, just killing it. Always put on a great set.
Yep.
So, gotta love the Putts. And Queer's just awesome. I mean, the whole set. It's like, yeah. Although they didn't play my favorite song, Born to Do Dishes, but they did like all the other big ones and some deep cuts. Is just a great set. Packed house for it, too.
Did you yell it at least?
No, I don't like to do that.
No,
they
come
switched
on.
lineups a bit on the road. Joe, on this tour, Joe was just going to sing and not play guitar. But their bass player left or something, and then the guitar player had to cover bass, and then he got back on guitar.
Oh, Lord.
So I didn't want to shout out songs they might not have had rehearsed with a different lineup.
Yeah.
Well, my dumbass would have.
But big thank you to the Queers for coming on a Saturday night of all things.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a great show.
They usually get close to sold out on weeknights, but Saturday, of course, when it was going to sell out. And
yeah.
It was a great night.
Knocked it
thanks
out
to
of the
everyone.
park. Them. Oh, and they had a lot of things to a lot of CDs and records, which
And cassette too, right?
yeah.
It's show and tell time, boys and girls. Let's see what we got at the show here.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Red cassette.
I kept the magnet
Quite
and
lovely.
put it on the refrigerator at the shop, though.
Appropriate. Nice.
A lot of CDs, pretty much everything. What did you spend? Like $300 on all that?
I bought
They
it.
had a pool table full of merch, seriously,
Oh,
and
I'm
then
sure.
another wall of shirts.
The thing is that in our collection we don't have any Queers. I've always listened to them digitally.
You got something right behind your head that says Queers.
Oh well, I got this poster. I got
Okay.
a couple of Queers posters
Nice.
around.
That was from the show.
So this one I got at the show, but
Hi, Hannah.
ton of stuff. I mean, just
Yeah, good time to stock up, really. Queers have been around 40 years. They started in 81.
this
40
is
years
their
ago.
40-year tour.
That's quite impressive.
I was supposed to see the Queers at Heron back in like '93, and then it got changed to the sitcom.
Wow. See, I graduated from Heron in 93, so it
Oh,
depends
wow.
on-
I'm surprised you didn't know about that show then.
It might. Well, I graduated in May, so it happened during the
Oh,
summer.
Gotcha.
But I was actually playing the sitcom a lot back then with my band Not KNOT exclamation point.
Oh.
So that's quite the show and tell there with the Queers stuff.
We haven't even.
Nah.
I don't have a couple of those. I might have to borrow.
We don't
Plus
even
one of them's new, and then they got a Queers and Jason split. That's awesome.
We
Most
haven't
of Jason's
even
are
gotten
coming
to
New Year's
the
Eve.
records yet. Here's some records.
Nick's tuning in. Jenny, hey.
I saw
Angie.
my mom.
We didn't mention that we're premiering a new a Tiger video tonight, so
Toy
stay tuned for that. Which is appropriate because they're playing this week. We always play videos from bands playing this week. They're playing this week. They got a new video. We'll be
Here.
seeing it, but
Open that for me. I would just want to see. Yeah, we got a couple of 7 inches.
that's what she said.
I got to cut this open very delicately.
Yeah, so I mean, they just had a ton of vinyl with them. Look at that! Look at this nice smoked
Ooh.
Put
split.
that under the show and tell thingy.
Oh, right. I should.
Yeah. There we go. We can see how smoked it up. Yeah. Translucent, smoky.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't see many records like that before.
We got a blue Jason's Queers split.
Where'd you
That's
learn how
very
to
blue.
record?
Hey, well, we're just. I'll polish
It's not
it
like you
later.
collect records or anything, do you, Craig? There we go.
We need
Nice.
to get some of
Jason's
those
on side. Where's the others?
comic book gloves where they're like those cloth gloves. That,
Yes. Oh, like the kind they use on Antique Roadshow, like, we'll just delicately touch it with these white gloves.
Right.
It's the Queers record. We don't want to hurt it.
So it's called Unhappy Campers.
Yeah.
I should have known that it was blue because it has the blue sticker on the front of it. Duh.
There's your clue.
Yep.
Unless they
It's
screwed
not
up
like-
on the
I get
packaging.
a raging clue.
Yeah.
My clue's pointing this way.
So we
Follow that
we like to archive all of this stuff for prosperity. I mean, because we've lasted this long, and so we've been, dead set on collecting all the vinyl we can, and some CDs, but like picked up Covert Flops, a couple of different colors of their album today.
You
And,
mean Mission Implausible, their second album, which is awesome. Hasn't left my CD player since I got it on Monday.
Dig it.
Look, so good to get it. But yeah, Greg collecting all that stuff. Of course, I've got a bunch too, and the rest of us in PRN. There someday will be a punk rock museum put on by Punk Rock Night.
I would love that.
yeah, actually, that's actually in the works.
Yeah, we've been talking about it for a while, and that's why we're collecting all this stuff. Heck, I've got so many shirts. I know Greg does too. If you get a shirt about every week,
Over 1,000 at least.
PRN's been around 21 years. Yeah, I got some in my closet, some in shelves, some in storage, some in containers.
And I just wear the same 5 shirts every
There
week.
you go.
So, anyways,
Naptown Punk here.
I could.
Oh, yeah. Did you see that he gave what his parents 2 of them or something? Did I say that earlier?
That's pretty cool.
They were wearing them. Ow.
That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, oh, crap. I didn't see that you had the camera thing going. That's cool.
Dude, come on. What do you think he's doing over there?
And I'm
We could,
Tying his shoe?
here.
if we took
Come on, Greg, tie your shoe.
it would take forever. So,
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah, son of a...
You saw the goods.
yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
Everything. If you were at the show, everything.
Including a new album and a split
Let's
with
get
the
it out.
Jason, so that's cool.
Yeah, so
So, hey, on to this week's show.
yeah.
Now, let me start with the history of this week's show because it's changed a lot. We mentioned Hexum was booked, and then sadly the guitar player died. And
Yeah,
got off
we'll
the
start
bill,
off with that video, but go ahead and let's talk about the rest of the show.
Well, Public Serpents is on tour. They originally hit me up about playing the 11th months and months ago. Then they're like, we're hitting Chicago, Detroit, whatever. And then they hit me up. It's like, well, Chicago told me the wrong date. They thought they were there on the 10th. No, they're there on the 11th. So we got to not do the punk rock night on that show. I was like, oh, okay, that's all right. We'll get you down the road. So then we booked it up. We had Radio Buzzkills, TEO, and Hexum. Radio Buzzkills had to drop off due to COVID issues. And Hexum, of course, due to a death. And luckily, Tight Like a Tiger jumped on the bill. And then we got Public Serpents back. So
And
that's the evolution of tonight, this Saturday's show.
and Public Serpents was going to play with La Amada and
Suicide Machines. One
and
of my
Suicide
favorites.
Machines.
Oh, holy cow.
That'd have been a show.
So I mean,
It's a strange lineup, though.
that's a strong lineup. I mean, certainly something that we would
Some
have.
hardcore, some ska, and some hardcore ska.
So I mean, amazing.
So we do have a killer show. We're not raising the cover either. We'd advertise it at 7. We'll keep it at 7. So for $7, you get Public Serpents, TEO, Tight Like a Tiger, and Godawfuls. So
Nice.
solid freaking show. And yes, several people I said, hey, watch tonight's show because you're probably in the Tight Like a Tiger video we're going to premiere. So yeah,
Who
thanks
is?
for tuning in. We'll play that later. We should start off with the Hexum video just as a
Yeah.
tribute to them. And
Right on. I
So
will
looking forward
start
to
with
seeing
that
it.
one. So here is what you would have seen, but it's going to be no more. Naturally the band's not going on. It's like Motorhead without Lemmy now or something. So if I can make. Yeah, it's like I remember when Lemmy first passed away. Somebody asked on the Motorhead forums, so are you going to continue? And it's like, continue? How are you going to continue without Lemmy? I mean,
Lemmy is Motorhead. You can't continue without him.
well, anyways, here's what you would have seen. Cheers to Hexum and all their fans and family. And there you are. Hexum.
God.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers.
That would have been
Would've been-
rocking.
Would have been a baller show. Damn.
Well, they look like they know how to have a good time. That's for sure.
Hello.
That looked like one of Bob Peel's famous
There's Crank.
pool parties that he used to throw. And he had a diving board as well, but he would set up a quarter pipe. And everybody that skated or rode like BMX or whatever just like used the ramp and just rode into the pool, skateboards, bicycles, everybody's, 20 people in the pool.
Isn't that bad for the bearings?
And probably bad for the water as well.
And the board if it's wood.
Right? Well, they gloss it up. Polyurethane.
Right on. Well, all right. Well,
Video number 1.
cheers to you, Hexum. Godspeed, man. All right. So, moving on, then we're going to get to the bands that are actually playing. Knock on wood. Geez, it's been a tough year for death.
No more changes on this show either.
It's
Lineup
been a
changed
big
lot.
year for death, man. I mean, God, 2021 has just sucked as far as death goes. So, all right. So, do you want to break out the big guns and go with the new Tight Like a Tiger
Sure. There's a
video?
Hey,
little
George.
explanation that goes along with it. I think the only people who've seen this video so far is the band. I actually ended up editing this video. It was shot back in April. I was brought on board to do secondary camera work. I tried to get as much footage as I could and help out best I could. The person who was originally going to produce the video still hadn't produced it, so I just used the footage I had and put together this video for him.
There's no beans in it or anything, is there?
There's no bean. This is a bean-free because they're not called fiber anymore. They're Tight Like a Tiger.
I know.
Although this video is from an album back when they were shot back when they were fiber, and this is off the fiber album. But they are Tight Like a Tiger now. This is an official Tight Like a Tiger video, and
It's funny that you say that, Craig, because on the site we had that bean video, and I'm like, oh, here's that,
I love that video for Hippie J.
Yeah.
That's a good video.
I know, it's the grossest video.
Well, this is a fun one. Shot at the Melody Inn. We had some friends come out, set up by Nick and the other guys in Tight Like a Tiger, and thankfully I was there to shoot some footage, and I was able to put together a video that was very close to what they'd originally imagined with the original producer. So,
Jordan.
yeah, Jordan's got to rib him. Yeah, why don't we do it? The world premiere of the new Tight Like a Tiger video for their song Shorty.
Right on, here we go.
It's not this obscene, it's so hard to hear. It's perfectly clear.
What, did you shoot that after close?
That was Monday or something.
Oh, okay. Because, all the lights are on and everything.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
some of the scenes the lights were on, which makes you get good footage. Then I darken the midtones a bit so it looks like it's at a show. So
well, there it is.
Hey, Peter, one of the stars of that show. He's one of the Tiger fighters, as I put it.
Right on, Peter. Cheers. Right
Well,
on.
I'm glad the band liked it because I was wanting to put that together for them since the original production fell through, and I think it still turned out pretty good. Hopefully, you guys liked it.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Well, we need those videos, especially in this format. So
if you need a video bands out there, it's what I do.
Right
Graphic
on.
design, web design.
So,
Right
yep, we got a lot of things going, and we're
New run-up.
might have, if I can get it together, we might have a surprise for you on the live feed this weekend. So,
Whoa.
but
Surprise.
We still got
work.
3 more bands playing this Saturday to play videos for. So
Yeah. So,
Tight Like a Tiger, be there Saturday.
Saturday night. If you look at the comments there, Rich, I will queue up the next video, which will probably just be Public Serpents. All right. So here we are with Public Serpents, and this is something new to me. Public Serpents are working with the lead of Suicide Machines on this song, and it's another actual video, very good video, I must say. Quite a bit of production went into this, so here we go. Check this out.
Another war, like the fire, quick war, fire, more fire. Not a see no way out of this end. There's got the bitter in the sand. The open case, but I'm not going to waste. Don't wanna make workers don't come up in this place. I got to know for you and your crew. Not playing another day, going over you. Not dream on better days in this one. Never not the same one. Yeah, you'll die in my head. This tragedy began. That's all lie. That's the red rain by time and night.
Let's say it's beach in town. Bringing it, time for pop and taking. Government's down. To contest the teachings of this new board. Structure attack. Continuously do this in the town.
The greatest show and the planet of the beat. For the army of the prize and the locust message. And through the eyes, it's time to retreat. I sweat and both comes to humanity. We were forced in the streets. Gotta do what I gotta do when it comes to one I see or one I see. I don't approve. It made it just one move. Never thought I'd be a quarter cross to one fell swoop. Not save but better days in this way. Never done the same way. Yeah, you'll die in my head. This tragedy began. That's all right. This story rain by time and time and time and time.
If you want to be a slave, no way. With a gun in your hand, give me night and every day. If you want to be a slave, no way. I'm wishing everything I'll think out to where I be. If you want to be a slave, no way. With a gun in your hand, give me night and every day. If you want to be a slave, no way.
I'm playing in the run, do you think I'll run? It's all a lie.
Wow, that's cool, huh?
Good stuff.
I mean,
They put on a great show.
Yeah, and the animation and everything. I mean, yeah,
I was not expecting that.
because we're these bands are not working with big budgets and everything, so this is all DIY stuff, and to be able to put something like that on because
It's a lot of work.
these playlists and stuff that you're getting from Spotify and all this music that they're speaking,
I'm not on
feeding you.
Spotify.
Well, neither am I, but they're getting paid.
Pandora
Spotify.
for life.
So, I mean, payola and all that stuff. So, we try to bring an alternative to all that and show you the bands that you would not normally see. So right on. Public Serpents returning here. Sorry about their Chicago show, which
Saturday
looked
at the
like a baller,
Mel.
but it'll be going on. And speaking of Chicago, it looks like there might be some stuff going on up there that we might be working with them on here soon. So we'll talk to you about that here in a bit. But what do we want next? We have our choice of TEO.
TEO and Godawfuls.
Let's do TEO.
All right, we will do TEO.
This is the video that they shot. Also, another video I produced. They shot on the roof of the Melody Inn, the awning.
Oh,
Yes.
that's right.
Dangerous, scary, fun. It was cold as hell.
Yep. It was for our big Mel fundraiser during the shutdown. So
It was our Melody and New Year's. What would we call that?
Melathon.
The Melathon, New Year's Eve Melathon. Yeah.
Yep.
We had submission for videos, and this was their submission.
I would
right.
not trust
Catch them Saturday at the Mel for Punk Rock Night.
I wouldn't trust it either, Craig, but
I watched them put that up. I would not stand on that.
that contractor quickly conveniently went out of business right after they
Sounds about right.
did all those facades over there. But anyways,
Crikey.
here we go. TEO.
God damn it, Morgan. Who is this? Is this entire
Right?
There was more, but yeah, that's the meat of it.
Oh, sorry. I didn't know if that was the cut.
I think Bake thought they were done, or he was done being up there. It was a little
yeah, Bake looked like he was hanging. He was definitely clutching the wall there. You know,
about to say
it was frightening.
he did good.
Just watching it,
leaning
filming
up against the wall.
Well, yeah. I mean, I would have been up against the wall too, because
little cameo of JS in that video. He was shooting the secondary footage on that one, and also that long shot that was coming down the street. Rob Ondred shot that on his phone. I was able to put in the video. But if you look on either their page or my YouTube, you can see they performed 4 songs, 4 or 5. I got all 5 on there. Just produced that little segment for our Mellothon last year. So, yeah.
Well, fair enough. I like how somebody's honking in the background.
And they're waving at them. Oh, cars were driving by. They were outside. It was like 30 degrees outside the Mel. Cars driving by. Surprised it didn't get shut down.
I saw him waving, but I thought he was just waving at the people that were watching down below.
Well, you didn't hear the honk before
No,
that?
I didn't hear the honk.
There was some traffic.
Yeah.
Illinois Street, people driving by, you know.
Yeah, people are not very nice on that street sometimes.
They're like the new Beatles.
They're playing Saturday.
A roof.
Punk rock night.
Punk rock night.
But not on the roof.
Saturday, but not on the roof. It'll be
They'll
nice
be indoors on the stage.
Nice and warm.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
and finally for you, we have the Godawfuls. God, you know.
Louisville's own.
Louisville.
Good
I didn't
stuff.
even change for the show tonight. I had so many problems with Facebook and everything going on.
At least I think we're actually feeding to Facebook right now. I believe we are.
Yeah, we are actually feeding to Facebook.
And we haven't been shut down. Yay.
But I'm sure we'll get a copyright violation or something. I was going through my violations the other day, and I have
It's like the
one of these
Declaration
days
of
they're going to
Independence.
kick me off or something. But you know, a lot of them are just resolved. You know, they say cool. Even things that I would agree with them on, they're like resolved. I'm like, you know, they've withdrawn. You know, Warner Brothers has withdrawn their claim. So
they may just have a thing to create a notice and not go any further. That might be their agreement with Warner. It's like, well, let them know they did something wrong, but then let it slide. Who knows?
I don't know. I have pages of violations.
I see them all too when they
Size of
come
that
in.
document. It's like the Declaration of Independence. Who's going to read that thing?
It's not pretty. It's not pretty.
Need
There.
a bill of Facebook rights.
I'm on double secret probation.
All been there.
Well, let's have some Godawfuls. They'll be kicking off the show on Saturday.
Right on. So here's
$7 for 4 great bands, including a big national touring band.
Timbers.
All right. Finally, here's Godawfuls with Greaseball, and you might recognize some of these scenes
Watch
from
out for the grease ball.
which things that are hopefully public domain now, but here we are.
Looks.
Hey, Pops, give me one of those crazy beers, will you, man?
Hey, Johnny, what are you really rebelling against?
What do you got?
That's the early days of motorcycle
look
clubs.
like bad guys.
Yeah.
A leather jacket made you a bad guy.
Hey, did you see the pirate-looking guy in the striped shirt? I mean, come on.
Stereotypes. Come on.
I
It's funny though.
are.
Right.
So all those bands Saturday
Saturday night, and
doors at 8, show at 9 p.m. Be there.
so and
I will.
this
have
is the flyer
my
for the show.
Mohawk
Boom.
up. So come say hi to me and buy me a drink.
That'll be fun.
Oh, you're gonna be all hocked up this week?
I am.
Right on, Craig.
Because we're hosting, so it's going to be one of those things where either you or Rich are like, see that friggin' dickhead with the mohawk, go talk to him.
Yeah. Serpents are crashing at the place, so
I need to be
thanks to the foundation.
peacocked up so people know who the hell I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, look for that guy. He's gonna stay in his place.
Yeah, well, the Public Serpents always put on a good show, and so you guys should have a
It'll be
great
fun.
show this weekend.
It's gonna be great. We do have big shows coming up. You need to get a ticket for New Year's Eve if you want to come to New Year's Eve. It's a Friday this year, of course, December 31st. Look at that. Some Kind of Nightmare, Tiger Sex, Jason, Stealing Volume, probably the most stacked lineup we've ever had. Only $10. Moonshine Barbecue. We got Jordan chat in our chat over here. Moonshine Barbecue providing some food. PBR toast at midnight. Gonna be great. Once again, doors are 8, show at 9. So it's gonna be fun. Get tickets, seriously.
I'm going to be a mess for the next day.
Yeah, because since New Year's Eve's on a Friday, the next day's a Saturday, and we have Punk Rock Night. Craig's band playing there. Ramathorn, Penny Line, Missing Fingers releasing their new album. So we're calling it the Hangover Show since it's the day after our New Year's Eve show.
I just joined the band, so be nice. I'm still learning.
We'll limit the amount of things we throw at you, Craig.
Yes, that would help.
We'll only throw drank cans. Yep, and Jordan will have food.
Yay!
On that New Year's Eve. So
always makes great stuff.
So, anyways, yeah, with our problems with Facebook, you know, I'm almost thinking that maybe we should move ourselves to a pre-recorded format and just start putting out like maybe a shorter version of the show, and then maybe
I like the live interaction, but
yeah,
let's just move to MySpace. Go, Tom.
I mean, we used to go for like 2 hours.
What happened to Tom?
And now we only go for like 45 minutes.
He sold out
Tom.
way too early. Remember Tom on MySpace?
Yeah. I was
talking about Tom
pretty
Nick.
into MySpace, and Facebook come out. It's like, I'm not going to get on another one of these things.
Yeah, me
And,
too.
MySpace was a sinking ship. It's like, well, I'll jump on the Facebook wagon.
But then my old
Here we are.
My old Bloomington friends were like, "Hey, you know, you should get on Facebook."
It was like a college thing, right? Like,
it started as a college thing.
My mom was on Facebook,
and then it
before
turned
I
into
was,
the
actually.
empire.
Get with the times there, Craig.
Yeah, well, I was like loyal MySpace. I was like, I can't put music on my Facebook page. You can on the MySpace page. And my mom's like, just get on Facebook. And I'm like, okay.
Stop your whining and get on Facebook.
Does anybody still do, what is it, Google Plus or what was it?
They discontinued that.
I wish they would have kept that going because I think people are getting frustrated enough with Facebook.
It was nice once a month when I'd check it out.
Oh, I was in your top 8, Jordan, because you kept looking at cadaver stuff. That's why.
There you go. So New Year's Eve, we got that. Next week, really good show too. We got the Dopamines, House Ghost, and Covert Flops. Get their new album. It's excellent. Mission
Dopamine
Implausible.
drop.
And then that's it for the year because the 25th is a Saturday and it's Christmas. We don't have shows if it's on Christmas or Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
And then we won't be doing the show on, are you going to do it on the 23rd?
I don't see why not.
The 20.
Yeah, well, who knows? It's a Thursday.
But
it's a Thursday. We don't have a show that week.
Yeah.
PRN show.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not having a show on the 23rd.
Okay. So no show on the 23rd.
I'm sorry to break Jordan's heart.
No.
So our number one fan and beater.
I forget my MySpace password, and I got a lot of crucial pictures on there.
Well,
Not anymore.
still out there. I mean,
I don't know. I've logged in recently, and it looks like they've changed stuff. You can't see old stuff.
it turned into big hip hop format for a while, but I really don't know what's going on there now. Maybe I should check it out sometime because I don't know how much longer I'm going to last on Facebook if I get another violation.
Jordan's got the hashtag there. It didn't go away, man. It's still there. It's just we're not on it.
It's just nobody remembers their password.
Yeah.
I think mine back then had to have been casualties something, like casualties 138 or something.
Yeah, we could probably guess that, Craig. And be like misfits.
No, MySpace days, I was a big casualties dude. Anyway.
Well, right on. All right. Well, here it is, 8:20. We're in our final descent.
Yes,
Please
as Glenn
arrived.
Extinguish all cigarettes and fasten your seatbelts.
Just a little beer left.
So
It's fun.
Mine.
Till Saturday. Be there. It's going to be a baller show.
I will be outside at 8 p.m.
Right on. And if you have any thoughts on the future of the show, please
stick it up your ass.
send them our way because I don't know. Facebook.
Well, yeah, you're part of our PRN family, all of you out there, even you way out there in the back.
I'm looking.
Stay connected with us,
I think you should get a signature from everybody and sign a petition and stick it up your butt.
Well, now that I guess COVID's officially over, right? I mean,
don't we have Omnicron or something now?
Yeah, well, it's Omnicron now, but nobody gives a shit about Omnicron apparently. So I guess it's all good.
Media control.
I got boosted.
We had set up a media account for publishing these videos, and that got shut down. So we're just kind of. It's very difficult with Facebook and trying to do a live show on Facebook nowadays.
Well, we're doing it.
Well, I know.
We're providing them content, really, and they're complaining.
Yep. Free.
Come on.
Give me a break.
Right.
One day this format
people were on
will
Facebook
die.
at least 3 minutes longer because of our show here tonight.
Several
people caught at least 3 minutes.
Dance on their grave.
Do a flamenco on their grave.
Right on. All right. Well, gang.
Skank on their grave.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to update my system and see if it fixes anything with my video downloading, and because it's a real pain in the ass to bring you the show each week.
System.
But this is why we do it live too.
Are we getting the football back? There's been talk about it.
Yeah, I'm looking at
the big system for a video
tonight. So we're going to see if we can do multiple angles. You know what? Twitch is a good suggestion. I think
we were streaming to Twitch thanks to Kristen Leap. We're streaming to Twitch a bit during last week's show.
Yeah, so we were experimenting with that last week, and we're going to try it some more and see if we can't move to maybe another format and just kind of share it over here or share a link over here, because I don't know how much longer we're going to last here, because I'm going to get axed here.
We do stream to Vimeo and our website, punkrocknight.com. So if you're ever having trouble on Facebook or can't find us on a Thursday, 7:30, look for us. There's links on punkrocknight.com. You can watch it there, and there's links at the very bottom to all the other places you can watch it.
Right. I mean,
try to make it convenient.
We haven't had, we don't have 1,000 developers like Facebook, but, we have Rich.
Yep.
And he does the best he can, people.
Damn it all.
All right. So, all right. Well, then we'll just
talk to us on Saturday.
Sign off.
Thank you all very much. Cheers.
See you Saturday.
Good night, guys.